Saturday.
Legoland, California is the oldest Legoland location in the United States, dating back to 1999 when I was still in high school. So long ago, guys. In comparison to our home park of Legoland New York, would San Diego's showing feel dated? Would there be anything new and exciting for us to experience here? And as always, the 500 travelers want to know what we can eat while traveling with kids with dietary restrictions. New York is slim pickings for gluten and dairy-free diners. Let's see if California wins the hospitality offerings. Today's story starts at the end. It was a good day.
It was a great day. I had very modest expectations because I've been to Legoland about 79,000 times in New York. So I was like, California, it's going to be like New York, just slightly different. It was very different. It was very, very different.
Some of the rides were the same and the things we were familiar with, but there were lots of things that weren't. And I always love that Legoland New York is so new. Everything is just squeaky clean. And there were a couple things here that were like kind of classics. You could tell had been around for a while. But there were also other things that were clearly new and high quality, but very different.
Are you referring to the Storybook Brook or whatever it's called?
They were
that was loved.
Aged. That was well loved and was cherished for generations.
Yes.
Another fairly simple and sort of dated ride was a small dinosaur-themed coaster called Coastersaurus. These two rides greeted you first thing inside the entrance and had a carnival ride vibe that we hoped would not be a theme for the day. But since this ride has only a 36-inch height requirement, Axon got to ride his first coaster.
Say cheese. Your first roller coaster, bud?
Yeah.
Thumbs up. Can I see your thumb? Where is it? You gonna show me a thumbs up?
How was the roller coaster?
Good.
It was good?
Yeah.
Was it scary?
Yeah.
Was it fast? Do you want to go again?
No.
Okay. But, oh man, I am so jealous of that submarine adventure ride. That was so cool. I want to get that in New York.
Yes, seriously. I mean, the inclusion of the actual real-life fish in the submarine voyage, I mean, it was better than other submarine rides that people might go on.
Might have gone on yesterday. Let's dive into the new to us park attractions. Dive in, get it?
Whoa, are those real fish?
On the deep sea adventure, we loved searching for the Lego treasures in the sea below as the real live fish swam around. And then we checked off our items on the treasure hunt list on the screens. And we had this whole big submarine to ourselves. Then exit through the gift shop. That ride was really cool. And it was super cool to have the entire submarine just to our family because it was such a low capacity day. But in general, it was a really cool ride. And I'm really jealous that we don't have it in New York. Maybe one day. We were so excited to see a whole section devoted to the Lego Movie. We love these films and their characters, and New York doesn't have anything from the Lego movies represented in their park. After trying Unikitty's Disco Drop, which wasn't too bad, Asher and Nick went on Emmett's Flying Adventure, which is like a slightly jerky version of Soarin', but deep in the world of Lego. Honestly, it was pretty cool.
Let's say you're hanging out with some friends and you want to change locations. Roll the video.
Meanwhile, the little kids went on the carousel. And then we found my favorite part, the Lego Movie experience, with real set parts and pieces from the movies. I turned into a nerd about all these details. In the same building, we got to meet Rex Danger Vest for a photo. We also went on the Lost something adventure?
Indiana Jones and the Lost Adventure of Legos.
The Lost Lego Ark, Legend of the Lost Lego.
Yeah.
Oh. No, the Pharaoh ride with the laser blasters. Really, really cool. I mean, it was like a dark ride with laser shooters, and we had fun with it.
I feel like I've done like Merlin version of it.
Maybe.
At like a Lego Discovery Center, maybe.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
But it was walk right on with no wait.
Every ride was walk right on with no wait.
The kids loved it so much we did that one twice. Other kid-pleaser walk-on rides include the Cargo Ace planes. Axon really liked when they whipped you around at the end. Unless you think Coastersaurus was too chill, the Lego Technic Project X test track was a real deal roller coaster. Asher and Nick had a fantastic time. Now we're used to the castle area and the dragon coaster back home, but New York does not have this awesome playground, and that makes us a little sad. As usual, there was also a mini-land filled with Lego-sized replicas of major cities and sites, like Las Vegas and New York. Asher spied his class field trip to the Central Park Zoo penguins. But oddly, the New York Legoland doesn't have this cool subway running underneath our mini-city. We also don't have these full-size boats on the water, so you can cruise around and see the mini-land sites in style. Up on the hill was this inconspicuous building that was hiding my favorite thing about Legoland, California, the actual workshop of the master builders whose job is to build all the figures you see around the park. What incredible artists at work! Another feature of Legoland, California is the 2 hotels that flank either side of the main entrance. The creatively named Castle Hotel and the more familiar Legoland Hotel. Also near the entrance is a building that houses a full-sized sea life aquarium. Our elite annual pass does give us admission to sea life, but our day was already completely full with more attractions than we could fit in. But food blew us away. We didn't eat a full meal, and it's true that with gluten and dairy restrictions, if we ate a full meal,
that might have still been a little tricky.
Yeah.
But there was so much more awareness. The signage was abundantly clear. The amount of snacks that were available, grab and go, super easy, were astounding.
Bottle and Pop is one of my favorites, and they had cold brew with almond milk. They also had Bottle and Pop matcha lattes with oat milk.
There was some silk almond yogurt. There were some That's It bars. There were these Maxine's Heavenly cookies that are not exact, like they look like, because they're in the shape of a Partake box, they look like they should be like Partake. They're not like Partake. They're very different.
The texture's almost closer to like an Energy Bite or something.
But right there and easy to grab. Peanut butter chocolate chunk soft cookies. Almond milk cold brew lattes.
My favorite.
And then the French fries were a big hit.
Yeah,
and they were gluten-free on demand.
That app was so easy to navigate to figure out if it was a gluten-free, dairy-free.
The app here for allergen information is fantastic. You can select all the things that you need to be aware of. And then I also went and asked them as I was ordering, hey, are the French fries gluten-free? They said yes, good to go. I scanned my annual pass from my Legoland New York annual pass, and I got a discount on the French fries. Where these are, because I'm going to take one.
They're really good. They're Jelly Belly brand, but they're vegan, they're gluten-free, they're peanut-free, and all the colors are from natural sources. I mean, these ingredients are really very good. And they taste good, too. Huge high five to Legoland and Merlin for supporting all kinds of special needs, like this special sensory hour for those who need it.
This day had modest expectations. We almost bagged it because it was so cold and so potentially wet. It exceeded our expectations. I'm going to take it a step further. What did the stay cost us minus these random food items that we picked up along the way? How much did it cost us? Nothing. Because we are Legoland New York annual pass holders, so we were able to get in for free. We were able to park for free, and all these snacks that we bought were at a discount. Incredible. Quick update from our arrival at Legoland. We gave them our annual pass tickets to see if they would work for regular parking here at Legoland, California, and they did. Free parking. Woohoo! There you have it. So we know that we get that in New York. We weren't sure if we were going to get it here as well, and we did. Pretty awesome.
Great time. Guys, we have had 3 grandparents and
4 theme parks
in the last 5 days. And I am ready to go home tomorrow. I've loved this vacation. I've loved sharing it with you. But it's time to go sleep in my own bed.
Yeah, we have to get our stuff. Good call.
Oh yeah, we gotta go get our stuff. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us, travelers.